When I met the Fishers, they were told their son had a disease that, for the most part, there was no hope. And they were devastated.
After the shock, I mean, it was almost surreal, you know what I mean? Like, is this, I did have it, is this really happening?
You know, we were afraid there wasn't any hope, and we were just trying to find out where do we go for the best treatment.
In a sense, Ethan and other children with Fanconi anemia are ticking time bombs. I don't know when he needs a transplant.
The first thing was we just needed to figure out what it meant and what our journey would be, and I didn't really want to look at it and say why us, because why anyone else, you know?
So Fanconi anemia is an inherited disorder that causes bone marrow failure, and with that comes ultimately a need for a bone marrow transplant, which is a huge deal. An extraordinary risk for leukemia. 40% of FA patients will develop leukemia by the time they're 40.
You didn't feel like there was hope from the original diagnosis of what we got and the history as soon as we looked it up, and we didn't know, and then we started researching, and the one thing that Minnesota did was provide the hope.
So the only cure for the bone marrow problem right now is a bone marrow transplant. So all I do is bone marrow transplants. So that's why patients with Fanconi anemia come to us. If you looked at him, you would not know anything was wrong. And truly that's the way it is. So it's hard. It's like he's doing incredibly well, but, and there's a big but. The big but is he has Fanconi anemia.
God's blessed him with a special attitude or a demeanor or a perspective on life.
Spirit.
Everybody can be beaten, every team can be beaten, every person can be beaten, every disease can be beaten. We just gotta make it happen.